Hi everybody, this is Dennis from the Dennis and Andy Show, and I'm going to do a full review of Lunar Room issue number 1. It's from Vault Comics. Danny Lore wrote it, and Sposito, I hope I pronounced it right, is the artist. Um, so let's just kind of delve into it. You guys probably have checked out the quick flip already. So now we're just going to kind of delve into it. Um, it starts off chapter 1. Well, let me meet our newest initiates into the knowing. You're all to be commended on your journey. It's easy to think of this day as an ending, I know. I remember all the tests, the studies, and the secrets, that where you are now. And then we can, he talks a little bit about how the journey is just beginning. We see him running. First, let me say this. The only thing good knower is good at is lying. It's lesson numeral all knowledge of you. Just ask my twin Axton. Yes, we get confused with each other a lot. Which can come in handy. But anyway, lying. I should know I was the top of my class. But recently, I've shifted from lying to sneaking, and then all of a sudden, wait, he looks in and stealing. And all of a sudden, he goes, now let's see our work. All of a sudden, you see something go whoosh, whatever that crystal is. He goes, oh, there's alarms. He goes, oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, an alarm? Well, who could have broken in? Are we in danger? Wait, someone broke out. They go running in there, and the girl's really upset. I didn't know, sir. I thought it was you. Well, considering your eminent demotion, your thoughts are irrelevant. And then you can see the shard or the sleeve that whatever the crystal was in. We move on to chapter 2. We get seeing a person being thrown into glass. And she's like, I watched my old boss lock a man in a glass box with a banshee. Seeing sound waves rip a man's skin off is intense. I have time to remember old violence. This is taking too long. I'm not trying to hear this one. So I put mine on mute. So she's got these earplugs and she's muting them. And you can see she's kind of goes to town, wraps them up. And then kind of wraps him up there. Then we see a portal, and it says, you knock a summon entity's head around enough, even the best summoners can't keep them on this plane. So obviously referencing summoners, there's magic involved. He goes, whoa, I didn't mean to steal it. He goes, look, I didn't think it was a big deal. Told Raymond and Vita that if they wanted a couple of more days, I would get them back for those talismans. You don't have to do this. It's easy to mute him too. So we don't actually see what happens, but you can kind of guess. And then she heads to chapter 3 starts. Fights used to be so loud I could hear them through the plugs. But this is what I do with myself now. Beat down whack-ass punks for chump change. And then I go to fight night, basically to watch. So she's watching and she realizes it's not a very exciting fight night. And then she sees her sitting over there and he goes, but it is a shit fight night. And worse, Angie's right there. Always a 50-50 chance she shows up. But, she used to notice me. But, yeah, sometimes. Anyway, the rumors are true. There's nothing keeping me from speaking to her. That's not part of my new curse, even if it feels like it. And fuck, I don't miss her. So then we can kind of see Idris, you hurt the pup's feelings. And then we can see the guy from the university, and she's like, go screw yourself. And then she's like, whoa, and they're laughing. We got the first ever fight of the Bound Alpha, Cynthia's Sin Breaker. He he he. And to make things even more lively, her first match will be amongst the infamous tag team of Tech and Blood. In the past, I would have killed someone for putting me on the spot. So anyway, that's who those guys were, Tech and Blood. I think this is because she made me cry once, remember? So anyway, we go to chapter 4. She doesn't want to fight. But the counterpoint to Tech and Blood, number 1, those guys would definitely sell me out for a double-decker burger, not even with fries. Maybe it's a hunch or a connection or a desperate. Above all, Tech and Blood. They kept her using words like X, has been, but I could help you kick their asses if you help me. Don't touch me. And he's like, whoa, I guess that wasn't very tactical. So then it continues on, and he's like, come on. He goes, wait. She's like, wait a minute. She sniffs around. Mage. Yeah, on a good day. Do I smell like magic? Does magic smell? I've never actually had anyone ask that of me before. No. Don't start wondering if your magic stinks. Z, do not do this. Hey, Wolf. Hey, I don't mess with mages, especially whiny ones. Whoa. Whiny? I'm not whiny. I'm just trying to explain. Then there's Angie. Sin, Angie, where are you going? Did you ever get those vibes like you're standing there and it's like all tense and you're like, I'm going to speak up and ramble on and mess up the tension? Asking for a friend. Home, out of here. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Sin, you know better than that. Gloria hates to hear a match has been canceled. Don't make me be the bearer of bad news, babe. Guys, T&B, defo missed the message that there's not a ring in the Solar City tonight. Sin's going to fight. I don't know, Angie. Not my friend. My name's Zac Zero. Or technically, Zac Zero. So and he pulls out the that's that stolen shard, and he goes, fine, then it's a bargaining tactic. So if we start out here, I think it's a no DQ style match. Oh, here goes nothing. She's like, whoa, what the? She gets zapped, and all this magic energy fills her. Everything's growing louder and sharper. You can see the silhouette of the wolf. And she starts panting. He goes, whoa, what a shocker, folks. Is the bound alpha transforming? It's not the same, but it still feels pretty darn good. So we can see her. It's a nice splash page. He goes, I told you. She goes, you shifted? No, I can feel the power racing up and down. Angie asked me a question, but the Sin she knew didn't answer questions. Sinbreaker was a woman of action. Sinbreaker was a werewolf. Come on, Sin. You know you can do this. It was a please don't. And then all of a sudden she just like whips him and throws him off. She goes, I used to do this every day. Feel like this inside my skin every moment of my life. I want to howl. So we can see she goes out with the power and Zac sitting there, and he goes, we have to survive. Then we go down to chapter 6 is kind of the aftermath, and it goes right into chapters. She's like, no, not again. She's shifting back. Oh, it's being taken away again. She goes, I can't risk seeing what I'm feeling. Hey, where are we? So she grabs Zac and goes and pulls him. She goes and pulls him in. And then we get to the end of it, and she goes, I appreciate you getting us out of here, but we shouldn't be up farther away if you want to run. Give me back my wolf. So that's where this one kind of ends in the inaugural edition of Lunar Room. A few things. I think that there's definitely some potential here. The whole purpose of a first issue is to get you introduced to the characters in a meaningful manner. We're starting to figure out that she was a werewolf. There's mages. Apparently good mages, bad mages. She was tied in, and obviously was tied into a powerful mage at once. She's been cursed, sounds like, having her werewolf stripped from her or subdued. There's a little bit of confusion. I thought the writing wasn't bad, but it wasn't. There were a number of things that just weren't quite clear. I think it's an interesting background and setting. I'm going to be curious to see how they develop them. There were some things I really enjoyed about the book on the writing, and some things that I didn't quite connect. I thought the art was good. It fit in with the type of story that they're telling so far. So all in all, I think it's an interesting first book, and I'll probably see how issues 2 and 3 come out before I find out. I usually give everything to 3 issues to see if it's going to remain on my pull list and I keep it. But it's got potential, and that's kind of what I want to know. So I'm definitely going to stick around and see. I'll be curious to see if Danny and Georgia can keep putting this out. I'm going to give this one a CGC rating of a 7.0. All in all, like I said, I thought it was good. I want to see more, and I'll be curious to see how it develops. Make sure you guys like and smash the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Forward this to your friends. Let me know your comments below. I love hearing from you guys. And then join us when I put out my quick flips or full reviews like this. Not to mention, usually on Wednesdays for New Comic Book Day, Andy and I do the DNA show live. You can join us and chat with us about anything comic related, but we usually do movie reviews, TV show reviews, comic reviews. So anyway, I look forward to hearing from you and talking to you soon. Thanks.